Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to the marketplace. Coming up, motorists may soon face higher fuel prices as recent developments in the Middle East put upward pressure on global oil markets. Also ahead, we hear from Vice President of the African Development Bank, Solomon Quaynor, who has been commending Ghana's economic reset policies.
Based on really the development strategy and the development plans, whether it's the 24-hour economy initiative, whether it's the big push, I see a great rationalization in those.
My name is Daryl Carl. Thanks for being with us. Details coming up. And thanks for staying with us, everyone. Motorists may soon face higher fuel prices as recent developments in the Middle East put upward pressure on global markets. The anticipated increase follows U.S. airstrikes on Iranian nuclear sites, a move that has heightened geopolitical tensions in the region. Crude oil currently trading around $77 per barrel, reinforcing expectations of a price hike at the pumps in the coming days. Here's more in this report.
Crude oil prices have gone up by more than 10% after the Israel-Iran conflict started. Now, there are projections that at the current price of $77 a barrel, it could cross the $80 a barrel this week. Another worrying development is that Iran's parliament has approved that one of the major shipping routes for oil in the Middle East should be closed, subject to the Security Council's approval. Now, all this could make things difficult for us here in Ghana, bringing an end possibly to the more than 6 times reduction in prices of petroleum products since February this year. Well, some analysts have argued that our only savior is when the cedi appreciates further against the US dollars in the coming days. Otherwise, we may have to brace ourselves for paying more for each litre of petroleum products bought at the pumps from July 2, 2025.
It's a Monday. Let's get a check of the financial markets for you. Government failed to meet its Treasury bills target for the 4th consecutive week. According to the auction results by the Bank of Ghana, it missed the target by about 24%. Head of Trading at Republic Securities, Patrick Edem Agama, joins me on Zoom with more. Edem, so we understand government missed its target by 24%. Bring us up to speed.
Okay, good afternoon. So we noticed that on the money market, the government failed to meet its target. It's only raised about 2.95 billion against a target of 4.55 billion. We've seen that the 91-day dropped slightly to 14.6976%. The 182-day closed at 15.254%, and then the 1 year closed at 15.69%. Again, we are seeing that the demand for these bills are actually dropping every week because we are seeing investors look at other options on the market.
Well, so it's been 4 weeks of repeated shortfalls. Tell us what impact this will have on government short-term fiscal operations and debt management strategy.
Well, what we are expecting is that by now the government should be able to have a lot of funds raised down to cover some of these maturing obligations. Because we know in the beginning of the year and even part of the second quarter, there were some oversubscriptions, and then we don't expect all those monies to be allocated, since we are not seeing any other capital intensive projects happening. So we expect that there should be some liquidity in the coffers to cover some of these maturing obligations. In this second half, we have a number of obligations coming up. Even in June, we have a number of obligations coming up. Some bonds are maturing, some CD bonds, the old and the new ones will also be paying some coupons. So we expect there should be some liquidity available, and they should be able to go through this process, and then eventually we see how inflation also directs the market and interest rates.
Yeah, let's talk a bit more about how this trend affects the broader financial markets. You are talking about bond yields. How about currency stability also? I mean, as people listen to this, government not meeting its target for the fourth consecutive time, is there cause for worry?
Well, there could be a cause for worry in the sense that, as much as we are aware, the government has been trying to stabilize interest rates. However, the economics state that at least if investors are not liking these rates, and you are even rejecting some of the bids they are putting in, then there will be a time where you will not be able to raise all the funds you want to raise. So if interest rate is going to go up and inflation is going to even change the trend because of what we are seeing, the external pressures we are seeing, the trend is going to change. We expect the government to also release some of its stance, and then be able to offer some higher rates to investors to attract them to this particular paper. Again, the stock market is giving other options. We've seen equity market hitting about 27% year to date. The financial stock index is about 39.59% year to date. This is an alternative that investors can look for. We are seeing the exchange traded market also about to pick up. The commercial paper market also giving us options. So the options are gradually coming, and government must know that people are going to look at other options and not fall on the treasury bill, and that takes away one major way of funding for them. So without interest rate going up or easing a bit, we don't expect them to be able to collect all they really want to.
All right, let's turn to the stock market. What's been happening there? What's the outlook for this week as well?
Well, on the stock market, we noticed last week we saw about 7 gainers against against 3 laggards. One major laggard was the new gold ETF, losing about 7 cedis to close the week at 358.88 Ghana cedis per debenture. We are seeing a lot of fluctuation in the gold price, as we are seeing things happen outside the country. So we expect this should turn around this week. We expect new gold to see some gains, because we are seeing the price on the gold market rise. For other stocks like MTN, the demand is beginning to build up, so we expect a price for MTN to go up. Stocks like SIC, GCB, and Stanchart are also expecting to see some gains this week.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned things happening outside the country. The Iran-Israel conflict, a big one. The U.S. Getting involved, escalating the tensions over there. How do we anticipate this could affect us here locally when it comes to the markets?
Well, for the market, we have a number of stocks that are triggered by external forces. We know benzo oil palm is triggered by crude palm oil on the market. Total Goil also have some external shocks that could come in. So for the market, we should expect oil marketing companies to start gaining some gains on the market. We've seen that already for this morning session, where we saw Total jumping by about 2.5 Ghana cedis to be trading at 27.5 as we are speaking now. So we should expect some of these stocks who are heavily linked to external forces to see some gains on the market.
All right, thank you so much, Patrick Edemagama, Head of Trading at Republic Securities. I appreciate your time on the marketplace. Good time to tell you about an upcoming program being organized by Joy Business. It's dubbed Ghana at Risk, the economic fallout of distant conflicts. There you have it on our screen. So basically, we've been talking a lot about the Iran-Israel conflict, these external factors, what could be the implications for us here locally. So Ghana at Risk, the economic fallout of distant conflicts, is happening on the 25th of June. It's going to be live on Joy News, Joy 99.7 FM at 9 a.m. It will be also on all our socials. We are bringing to this discussion David Ofusu-Dorte, Senior Partner, AB and David Africa, also Professor Godfrey Bokwen, who is an economist and lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School. Also, Dr. Humphrey Eyim Dake, President, Association of Ghana Industries, AGI. This business forum or economic forum is going to be hosted by Winston Amwa. That's on the 25th of June at 9 a.m. Joy 99.7, also here on Joy News. And so mark the date and be sure to tune in. Well, Vice President of the African Development Bank, Solomon Quino, says Ghana's economic reset policies are vital for building resilience. Speaking to Joy Business, he expressed optimism that with the right measures, Ghana can recover strongly and achieve sustainable growth. The bank, he added, remains committed to supporting Ghana's infrastructure and industrial development.
So I've had the opportunity to see various key drivers of the Ghanaian economy and meet with, both players in government agencies, and also private sector. The core of my trip was to really support Ghanaian domestic capital from pension funds, from life insurance companies, to find a way to channel that into infrastructure, into industry, into affordable housing, etc., so that Ghana doesn't really wait to rely on aid or foreign investments to continue to catalyze its own economic growth. And so along those lines, I've really met with all the players, including the private sector, the regulators as well, and there's a strong interest in actually creating this, guarantee facility that would help essentially fund the engine of growth for the economy to continue to develop and deliver jobs, especially for youth and women.
Talking about growth, and that definitely trade to some of these growth. From your 5 days, the report you've seen so far and all of that, do you foresee any threat so far with respect to this economy?
Okay, once again, I'm not an economist. I'm more of a private sector investor. But based on really the development strategy and the development plans, whether it's the 24-hour economy initiative, whether it's the big push, I see a great rationalization in those efforts, those initiatives that can really help support the economy to achieve its objectives. I also see, greater fiscal responsibility from government, and also, very, positive.
All right, you're watching The Marketplace. We're taking a short break. We have some more stories coming up. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Some aviation news now. The Africa World Airlines has announced the commencement of scheduled flights to Ouagadougou, the capital city of Burkina Faso, from the 1st of July 2025. Starting at $290, this will be the cheapest on the market and the most convenient, as travels will be direct, saving time. AWA believes this will improve doing business with the West African countries. Here's more from the launch of the Accra-Ouagadougou flights.
Africa World Airlines will fly 3 times to Ouagadougou, offering the lowest airfare on the market. The direct flight will mean faster trips, making traveling to Burkina Faso more convenient. According to the management, the decision was inspired by the president's call to build partnerships with neighboring countries. Speaking at a soiree to officially launch the initiative, Godfred Issel, Brands and Communications Manager, said the move is part of AWA's effort to offer services which will serve the needs of its customers.
So first of all, you save 6 to 8 hours. So instead of connecting to other airline or other connecting flights, you save 6 to 8 hours because of the direct route. Aside that too is about the pricing, because our starting rate is $290. Where would you have it? Nowhere than Africa World Airline. I am the cheapest. I will be the cheapest now and then forever, because one, we've done our feasibility studies. There are lots of factors that goes into this pricing, and hopefully if the dollar will remain the same, this is how our pricing will remain.
Meanwhile, AWA hinted of reducing airfares by the end of June 2025. The move is in line with the cedi's stability against major trading currencies, especially the dollar.
We are currently working on something. Hopefully before the month ends, we'll come up with new reduced fares. As and when it comes up, we invite yours truly, Joy FM, to be the first to, propagate that gospel for us. Yeah.
Burkina Faso's ambassador to Ghana, David Cabre, expressed excitement about AWA's decision to fly directly to Ouagadougou.
Today's announcement means that Burkina Faso in Accra can visit early parents in Ouagadougou for a week. A Burkina Faso businessman in Kumasi can attend family celebration without losing weeks of work. Similarly, many Ghanaians who have business interests, family connection, and simply curiosity about Burkina Faso now have convenient access to our country.
AWA's commitment to safety has paid off with an impressive 12-year track record prioritizing passenger safety. The Accra-Ouagadougou route becomes the 5th in its West African operations after Lagos, Abuja, Monrovia and...
Next, the EcoBank Joint News Habitat Fair mini clinic generated excitement among both vendors and patrons with a vibrant showcase of innovation and home improvement solutions. From substantial discounts to cutting-edge AI-powered home appliances, the event featured expert innovations and dynamic interactive displays. Vendors have praised the strong turnout and enthusiastic engagement, marking the mini clinic as a promising success. Here's more in this report.
This year's first mini clinic of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair featured a blend of technology and expert-driven solutions tailored to modern housing needs, from AI-powered appliances to smart security systems and energy-efficient innovations. Exhibitors are showcasing the latest trends in home ownership. Vendors say they are pleased with the turnout and engagement and look forward to the main exhibition at the Accra International Conference Center.
It's been very busy, more hectic, the experience too is very great and I love it. This just being the mini clinic and it's fantastic. Imagine the bigger one. We can't wait to go with you guys wherever. We've been with you guys for 5 years and it's been impressive. The journey has been so smooth, so good.
This is not our first time being with Joy FM Habitat Fair, and we are looking forward to join more, because trust me, we are getting our potential clients from people who always come around. We are looking forward for the big event, and which we know we are going to to fetch or get more clients?
People always look out for our stand because when we go to the main fair, we always mold things differently. We want to show how versatile our windows can be. We want to show how we can play with the pipes. We want to show how good our TNG is. So together we always bring some things that are catchy to the eye, and we are planning towards that. We look forward to a good main fair as always.
We are in the AI age and things are advancing a lot. So when you take, for instance, our smart home solutions, your home comes alive because it's not just a home that you have to be controlling everything by yourself. You have to wake up, turn on a switch for lights, turn on another switch for AC, TV. You can schedule your home for it to do all of this by itself. Whether you are in the home or you are away, you can control all of this. We also do.
All right, and be on the lookout for the next mini clinic. Before we go, here's an update on what's trending on our news website, myjournalline.com/business. Ghana's international reserves will be quickly rewarded by a sharp decline in gold prices, according to Fish Solutions. Also, we've been telling you about the Joy Business Economic Forum, which is coming off on the 25th of this month. Ghana at risk, the economic fallout of distant conflicts, 9 a.m. right here on this channel, also on Joy 99.7 FM and all our socials. My name is Darryl Kyle. Thanks for watching. We will be back same time tomorrow.